Good morning on day 9, a day that promises to be a challenging day. If the rain doesn't catch me first, then the distance will, because today we're looking at 30 kilometers. It would only take an hour just to get out of this city. But I had a rest day, and I think I'm ready for that. Since we're looking at a long day and possibly a rainy day, I put away the drone. I'm gonna try to do as much talking as I can in the morning, because once it starts raining I have to put away this camera and that will be it. As you can tell from yesterday, I'm traveling with a lighter pack, which is good. You always gotta prioritize what's more important. To have a good time on El Camino, or to carry a lot of stuff. Quick progress report. It's been drizzling all morning. Not a full out rain, just enough so I can record. Made it to the city limit. You know, nothing wrong with the city. It's a good place to refuel and resupply. Even take a day off if you're tired. But the pilgrim feels mostly at home on the countryside, which is where I'm heading right now. Just made it to Nagarrete. Had a chance to have some breakfast. You know, the usual. Sorry I haven't been able to record as much, but the rain has just been relentless. And to be honest, you didn't miss much. I mean, getting into Logroño and exiting is not the most beautiful thing in El Camino. It's mostly factories, car dealerships, you know, but once you're inside, you're golden. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll take the good with the bad. I think the rain gave me a chance to test my rain gear, which I was beginning to doubt. Why would I be carrying this if it's not gonna rain? In the end, I'll take a rainy day over a scorching hot day. In 1523, the Church of Santa Maria was demolished and most of its remains were moved and used in the construction of the new Romanesque Church of Nuestra Señora de la Asunción. At the heart of the new church is an imposing altarpiece, one of the biggest in the world, built by Fernando de la Peña and later reformed by José de San Juan y Martín in the year 1713. Well. First Cuban on the map. That seems to be a recurring theme in all of my trips. Also, I wish I could get a haircut, but that place was closed. Well, goodbye Navarrete. Next stop, Mendoza. The front facade of the local cemetery belonged to San Juan de Acre, the old hospital at the entrance of town. Once demolished, it was moved here where a new cemetery was built in 1886 after a plague killed 55 people. The walk to Ventosa takes a little over half an hour cutting through the vineyards. The rain has turned the dirt path into mud, making the walk all the more challenging. And what better way to take the local scent and cheer myself up than to pick the most prolific flower of the area along for the ride. Not much as far as wildlife as I've seen other days. Haven't seen cows or horses or chickens, but I did see a black cat that almost crossed my path. And I saw 3 rabbits. What I've seen a lot is cars. The Camino today has been very close to the highway. Almost to Ventosa. I'm 1 kilometer away and 11 kilometers from my final destination. So far, it's been a cloudy day, rainy, not so much in the last hour or so. It's getting colder and windy. So I'm just outside Ventosa, the last town before my final destination today. So I'm gonna refill my camelback and low on water and probably get a sandwich for the road since it's only 11:20. I'm still full from the breakfast I had. So let's go check it out. Today's been a walk through vineyards without the wine tasting. That was a nice little walk uphill on a rocky surface. Just when I least expected it, I come across a local vendor selling refreshments by donations, a clear sign that I'm getting closer to town. El Chozo, or Guardaviñas, is a beehive-shaped stone hut, circular in shape, used as a refuge for farmers and to watch over their crops. It is almost 1 o'clock when I decide to have my lunch, just as I'm getting close to town. I do not enjoy these transitions from the rural area, the farming, to the factories and all the modern stuff. Now, the day is cloudy. I have not seen the sun once, which makes me wonder how I'm gonna wash my clothes and get them dried tonight. Hopefully they have a drying machine at the Albergue. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Well, they have water from a well. So I made it to town. Today has been very uneventful, but I'm sure there will be days like this. Now it's time to look for an albergue and settle in. Almost at the albergue, and it's starting to rain. I think I just made it right on time. This one opens at 3. It was different than the other ones. We had to wait outside for about an hour and a half, and it was by donations. That was my first one. I tried to get my clothes dry in the dryer after washing them by hand, and it failed. So I had to go for a second round and pay €4 just to dry my clothes. But now they're dry, and believe me, it's worth it. You do not want to be walking around on a cloudy day with wet clothes. So I had the pilgrim meal at a bar not far from here for €12, and my clothes are dry, and I think I'm gonna call it a night because it's been a very ugly day today, weather-wise, and just plain, you know. Temperature is dropping, and tomorrow doesn't look like it's gonna be any better. So I'm gonna call it a night. See you tomorrow. Peace.